ball at halftime, and they'll be kicking off right now. Well, okay, we'll see if the defense can set the tone for this one. They're going to need to. Keep an eye on something for Madison tonight, and we are kicked off there with the kickoff from Thomas Meckles, and we have a flag already in this game. What do you know? Let's take a look. Looks like we might have had an offsides. Yep, offsides for the Bulldogs on the kickoff. Just a little too excited there. And that's going to back things up for them. 5-yard penalty, and not the sexiest way to start off this football game, but let's give it another shot. Hopefully Meckles can put a little bit more leg on this one as well. That one didn't go too far. That would have been a good return and solid field position for the Seahawks in the early going. And just in case any of you guys were interested, most of you probably know, I didn't know, of course, until I did my research into Canton, but the Seahawks is not spelled like the Seattle Seahawks in the NFL. It's C-Hawks. There's a handoff far side of the field. They got the return and handed it off to somebody running on the far side. Let's take a look. I see, looks like that is going to be Mr. Arthur Benoit on the return for the Seahawks there. But yeah, their Seahawks is spelled C-Hawks. Thought that was so very interesting when I initially started looking into this team when I made my way down here. All right, guys, we are kicked off here at the Dan Beacom Track Complex. Ball is on the far side hash. We got two receivers near side. Got the fullback and the running back back there rolling out near side. That is Mulder. Catch incomplete. That's big time defense by Andrew Gomez. That is a good stop. And that's the way you got to start this one off. As Canton starts their drive from the 30. It's now 2nd down and 10. Clock stopped at 11:49, of course. It's scoreless. All updates throughout this game, courtesy of the Farmers Ag Center scoreboard. Ball still on that far side hash. Under center now is Mulder. Got trips near side bunched up. Going to toss it near side. On the run. That is the man Wallner. Kane Wallner on the carry on this near side outside. On the toss from Mulder. Putting the ball on the ground on the second play of the game. They started off with the pass. We'll see if the Bulldogs elect to do the same. The thing I was saying to watch out for earlier, guys, that I didn't get to end up finishing was Parker Johnson with a cast on that left hand. We'll see how much of a difference that makes in this game. Got one guy left side going in motion left to right. He gets the toss coming right side. He got a little bit of room, and that's going to be enough to move the chains. That is a GSN Insurance first down. First down is brought to you by GSN Insurance of Madison. No account is too big or too small. We like them all. Up to the 42-yard line now are the Seahawks. Just under 11 minutes left in this opening quarter. Had a crew of Bulldogs in on that tackle. Ben Brooks, one of them. Eli Barger in on the tackle. As well as, looks like McGilvery as well. Dropping back, Mulder off down under center. Going to let it fly down this near sideline. In coverage, Shane Veenhoff. Catch made. And slung out of bounds. Veenhoff allows the grab. It's a big-time catch for Matt Anderson on this near sideline, the senior wideout. And now they're deep into Bulldog territory. Going to get all the way to the 23-yard line, right on the edge of the Case IH red zone. Clock stopped at 10:38 after getting slung out of bounds by Veenhoff. It's a good catch there by Mr. Anderson. Anderson, one of those players we were telling you about as well in this one of our players to watch. Two receivers near side, handoff to the back of the backfield. Can't see who's got that one. That is 7. That's McCracken. Kanan McCracken on the tote going up the middle. It's going to get him about 8 yards on the carry. They're definitely spreading it around so far. Haven't really singled anybody out as a primary ball carrier or receiver. They've gotten a little bit of touch going around to everybody so far. We'll see if that continues in this one. Got both backs on his left and right hip. McCracken alongside him, Anderson. Getting that one is Anderson, and he's going to probably be just short of that first down. Now, Lincoln Anderson and McGilvery on that tackle and that stop. Just a 1 yard gain. They will only get one. It's 3rd and 1. Let's see if they can get a stop here. 3rd down, crucial. Coming up here. Got a big boy, looks like, in the back at fullback. Under center is Mulder. Got some extra blocking, getting that push for him, and that's definitely enough for a GSN Insurance first down. And things are well in this Case IH red zone now. Find reliable Case IH equipment for your farming operation in the Case IH red zone at Lake County International in Madison. It's a 1st and 10 from about the 12-yard line for the Seahawks. They marched all the way down and gotten it done pretty fastly. Just a few minutes into this one and already deep in the red zone. Under center again is Mulder. Got the whole crew behind him in the backfield. Handoff to the man Wallner on the left side. Going to be taken down after just a few yards. That's going to set up a 2nd down at about 7. They're on the 9-yard line. Yep, a 3-yard gain. Definitely shuffling things out between the backs. Mulder is back. He's in. He's in the pistol now on his left hip. He's got the man, McCracken, dropping back. Mulder got pressure, rolling out. Ankle tackle. Interception on the far side. Is that Andrew Gomez? He's got room. Pushed out of bounds. And that is indeed Andrew Gomez. His 5th interception on the year. And that's how you start it off and set the tone, ladies and gentlemen. That's how you do it. Madison gets the ball back. There we go. Setting the tone with the interception. There we go. Awesome. Awesome to see that. Great energy from the crowd on the response as well. Now the Bulldog offense making their way out here. We got twins on each side of the field in the backfield. We got Peterson. Or no, we don't have Peterson. That is Cohen Hahn. He got split out wide. It's an empty backfield now. Brooks dropping back. Far side. Letting it fly. Cohen Hahn with the catch. Taken down on the far side of the field. It's about an 8-yard gain, if my eyes aren't deceiving me. Oh, they are a little bit. About a 7-yard gain, actually. But good catch and move from Cohen Hahn there. Brings up 2nd down in about 3 for Madison. They're beginning this drive from the 16-yard line. Hahn in at quarterback, passing it to Brooks on the near side. Brooks going to get enough for the first down. A GSN Insurance first down for the Madison Bulldogs. Little quick switcheroo with Hahn getting a little quarterback action, saying Brooks go catch this football, and he does. Let's see what they do. They've got both of them sitting back there. A little disguise roll for now as they either roll the empty out and decide at the last second who they want to keep in at quarterback. But no backs back there right now. They say, Brooks, you go out. Hahn, you've got it. Quarterbacking right now on the rollout. Brooks going to let it fly. They find Veenhoff wide open in the middle of the field. 40, 30, 20, 10. That's a touchdown. Shane Veenhoff and the Madison Bulldogs get on the board first. Oh, baby, that's what you want. He had all day and then some. There was no one in the area. Had these Seahawks on their heels, and the Bulldogs strike first. There you go, Madison fans. A quick on march down the field with 7 minutes and 43 seconds left. And the point after attempt coming from Meckles here. Kick is up. Through the uprights and good. It's a 7-0 start. Madison Bulldogs on top early with 7:43 remaining in the opening quarter. We'll see if the Seahawks can answer in response when we come.
Let's be real. You dream it. You start it. You build it. You grow it. That's what makes this such a great business community. As a community bank, First Bank & Trust is empowered to make local decisions with creative solutions, top-notch online banking, and cash management options. That means no matter the size of your business, we're big enough to help you take your next steps and small enough to get you started with your first. First Bank & Trust. Real banking. Real easy.
Back with you here in the MDL broadcast booth, guys. The Bulldogs, they strike first. Cohen Hahn in at quarterback, throwing the toss, touchdown. Wide open middle of the field to Shane Veenhoff. Nothing but open field and end zone for the first score of the game. 7-0 lead, Madison over Canton. Let's keep looking into things about this game as Meckles kicks this one off. Going to get all the way to the 8-yard line. Going to fake the handoff this time. It's coming this way. That's Anderson on the return. Big time tackle from the Bulldogs, but there's a flag on the field. Oh, buddy. Who's the flag on? As we said, Anderson was on the return. Let's see who we got here. See if it's on Madison or Canton. Holding on the return team. On number 51 of the return team, they say. Who would that go to? That would be senior John Halverson with a penalty. Costly for him there. That's going to back his squad up, I think, 10 yards on the penalty. Yes, indeed. And Seahawks with the handoff up the middle. Trying to get things going with the carry was McCracken. Now Barger in on the tackle as the Seahawks begin from their 9-yard line. Let's see if they can generate anything this time around, and these Bulldogs can show their stuff on defense once again. Got a second down at about 9, only a 1-yard gain on that. Mulder in the gun, taking a handoff. Going to keep it himself, actually. And Barger in on the tackle, as well as McGilvery. 6:50 in this opening quarter. It's a 7-0 lead for Madison. Couple of plays in here. Madison Bulldogs, they lead this all-time series against the Canton Seahawks, 22-12. Madison Bulldogs known to be a dominant powerhouse in recent memory. Ahead of last year, they had won 4 out of the previous 8 state titles. Canton Seahawks, 2 receivers near side. Backs in the backfield, fullback, halfback. Hand off to the back of the backfield. Who's got that ball? Looks like McCracken, and it is the young tailback. 6 minutes and 14 seconds left in this opening quarter. That is a GSN Insurance first down for the Seahawks. Almost out of sight of the red zone. They're up to the 18 now. Got a good feeling night here at the Dan Beacom Track Complex, as well as very solid attendance from your Bulldog fans here. The Seahawks, they traveled well as well. They packed that other side up pretty well. See nothing but blue over there. Under center is Mulder, going in motion right to left. That is Wallner, and he's going to get the football. Going to get tackled by about 3 Bulldogs. One in there, in on it was McGilvery and a couple of others. Maybe Klingbeil as well. Now Barger, McGilvery, and Klingbeil. It's going to bring up a second down at about 3. They're up to the 25-yard line now. 7-yard gain for Wallner. In the backfield, got McCracken. He's on the right hip of Mulder. Going to hand it off to him. He's going to take it on the left side. Going to push through a little bit. He's going to get enough for another GSN Insurance first down. They're moving the chains right now so far in this one after being pinned back to their own 9. Marching all the way back out of it so far. Gotten a good 22 yards. They marched all the way to the 21 as of now. Bulldog defense having a little bit of trouble with this early bit of action from Canton on this drive. Ball on the far side hash. They got trips on this near side of the field. One guy far side. Looks like McCracken on the left hip of Mulder. They're going to hand it off to him. He's going behind the tackles, or he tried to. He had to revert course back up the middle and only gets a few yards from it. McCracken on the season, 370 rushing yards and 6 touchdowns. He started at guard as a sophomore, believe that or not. He's a 3-year starter for these Canton Seahawks. veteran player. And, of course, as we said, he started at guard in that sophomore season. He's obviously changed his game up a bit and his body to go from a guard to a halfback. In the backfield right now is Wallner. Got trips stacked up near side. Tossed to Wallner, coming around the tackles. Got some blocking. Veenhoff tried to get him at the ankles. He gets past Veenhoff. Runs into Klingbeil and Barger. And that's who stops things up right there on the second down tote. It's going to give him... they're going to say that was a first? Okay. Nice spot there, I guess. 3:43 left in this opening quarter. Still a 7-0 lead. Bulldogs over Seahawks. Another GSN Insurance first down. Call Scott and Nancy Gusso today at GSN Insurance. Ball now in this near side hash. Backfield full up. Tailback, running back, and fullback. Handoff is to the fullback. And he doesn't get anywhere. Actually, yes, we were right. That was to the fullback. But they had Mr. Trowen Cook in there toting that football in it at the fullback position. Trowen Cook, a little fun fact about him. He won the heavyweight championship in wrestling last year. Interesting. Under 3 minutes left in this opening quarter at 2:50. 7-0 lead, Madison over Canton. Ball still in the near side hash. Mulder still handling duties under center. Trips far side. Wallner in the backfield. Dropping back is Mulder. Looking left side. Going to let it fly in the air. Oh, intercepted by Andrew Gomez. Oh, yeah, at the 50-yard line. 40 got some room coming near side blocking. 35. 30 got some more blocking. Here comes Veenhoff. Taken down. Oh, he breaks a tackle on the big man. Crosses field. Breaks another tackle. He's at the 15. Taken down finally. Andrew Gomez. The second interception of the game. And buddy, we have a good game defensively for these Bulldogs. They're taking it over in the early going. Back-to-back interceptions on drives for the Madison Bulldogs. Andrew Gomez hadn't seen an interception in a while. He's already got a pair in the first quarter. 2:21 remaining in the opening quarter. A 7-0 lead for the Bulldogs, and they have the ball back. Oh, buddy. We'll get you caught up on where the drive finished off and the totals for it for the Seahawks, but it's Madison time as they're on the opposing 13-yard line, deep inside the Case IH red zone, and in motion, looks like, but Brooks is going to keep it in motion. That was, try to get to that first. That was Cohen Hahn going in motion to the right, but Brooks kept it going up the middle. Sorry for the pause within that. 2:05 left in this opening quarter. Couldn't see his number. He wouldn't turn for us. And now Bulldogs in close, 2nd and 1, deep inside this KHIH red zone. Ball on the near side hash. 2 receivers far side, 1 near. Hahn going out wide now. Peterson on the right hip of Brooks. And we have a possible false start on Madison here. We got a flag on the far side of the field. False start. False start on Shane Veenhoff of the Bulldogs. It's going to back things up 5 yards, but still a good position in there for Madison. Just lose most of what you just gained. Still in the Case IH red zone, though. On equipment that's both power and efficient. It's only available in red at your Case IH dealer, Lake County International. Ball's still on the near side hash for Madison. Got 1 receiver near side. That's Andrew Gomez. 2 guys far side. We got Peterson and Hahn. Hahn now at quarterback, switching out receiver Brooks. Now we got a flag from the back. It's a delay of game on the offense. They can't get the snap off in time. Trying to do a little bit too much trickery with the quarterback switching. And 2 penalties. It backs them all the way up to the 14 now. 10 yards worth of penalties, just backing things on up. It's a 2nd and 11 now for the Bulldogs. 1 minute 16 on this opening quarter clock. Still 7-0. Madison on top. Brooks on the keeper there, going up the middle. Coming up now, we got 3rd down for Madison here. 2 penalties that remain second. Now we're at a 3rd and 9, just about a 2-yard gain for Ben Brooks on the keeper trying to go up the gut. 55 seconds left in the opening quarter. We got a 3rd and 9. 2 receivers near side. Now 2 receivers on the far side as well. Twin split. Hahn in at quarterback. Dropping back, looking, going to let it fly. Finds a man. Who is it? Is that Barger? Catch made at the 5-yard line. Going to be just short of a first. And now that brings up 4th down for Madison. And now they're going to bring the big boys in. Bringing in Parker Johnson, Cole Klingbeil for that extra blocking. We saw this last week to get the run game in. A little jumbo set here for Madison. Brooks taking the snap, keeping it. Going to follow the big boys. Going to have some room, only needs a yard. Does he get enough? Looks like he's right at the line. It's going to be close. This near side official is at the 3, and that's what he needed. It's going to be close. Will we have a measurement? What are we going to have here? They're going to say he was short of the first down, and that's going to be a turnover for the Bulldogs, and that's going to end the opening quarter here. It's a 7-0 lead for Madison over the Canton Seahawks. We got an interesting one here at the Dan Beacom Track Complex. Make sure you stay tuned for it. We got another quarter.
Can see 'em singing songs and waving signs. Million people
Omaha.
wondering is
What?
this paradise? They'll sing the sky.
Boo for two, said hut.
The bright blue today.
Yeah,
Now
we
that
won.
our someday finally here. Can see 'em singing songs and waving signs.
Back with you here in the MDL broadcast booth. We are set to begin the second quarter of action here at the Dan Beacom Track Complex. It's a 7-0 lead for the Madison Bulldogs over the Canton Seahawks in this early going. Seahawks taking the snap, coming near side, making 2 guys miss. Second level, that's Wallner. Got far side room, 25, 30, 40. It's just Shane Veenhoff to beat Wallner. And Veenhoff takes him down as he crosses midfield. That's a big tote for Mr. Kane Wallner. And that's the way the Seahawks are starting off this drive in dominating fashion. Missed tackles by the Bulldogs. Only them to blame on that one. Could have got him with just a couple of yards gained, but couldn't get him down. All the way to the 45 on that one. That's a big-time run for Mr. Wallner. It's a 50-yarder, as a matter of fact. First and 10 from the 45 for the Seahawks. Under center, Mulder hands it off to one of the guys in the backfield. Let's see who that was. That was number 10, the junior. His first tote, T. Granum. He's got 150 yards on the season and 2 touchdowns for Canton. He got 6 yards on that first carry. And we got the spirit going from the cheerleaders in the student section over here. We hear it going. It sounds good. They need the energy. Second down and 4 for Canton. Ball closest to this nearest hash. It's between the two, though. Nobody split out wide. 1H in tight, Mulder under center. McCracken getting a handoff. Behind the guard, getting taken down by Anderson. And one more, can't see who else is in that. Peterson getting up from the pile. So Anderson and Peterson, we know, a part of that tackle. 10 minutes and 40 seconds left in the first half. Make sure you guys stay tuned for us in the Wilbur Ellis halftime show. We got a conversation with the City of Madison's mayor, Mr. Roy Lindsay. So make sure you stay tuned for that conversation. Ball on the near side hash. In tight. One back at the backfield. Mulder under center. Got handed off to McCracken as he goes in motion and got it. He's breaking a whole bunch of tackles, getting all the way to the 10, spinning off defenders. Expected him to get down earlier than that, but just was feisty and spun out of the tackles. It's a big-time run from him, and they're deep inside the red zone now. The Case IH red zone once again. For service and advice you can trust, make sure you stop into the Case IH red zone at Lake County International in Madison. 10 minutes left in the first half. 7-0 lead, Madison over Canton. Canton trying to get in the end zone for the first time. Ball in the near side hash. One guy split out wide on the far side of the field. Two backs to the backfield. McCracken. He gets the football behind the left tackle. Taken down by Klingbeil. It's a good tackle. Good penetration from Cole Klingbeil. Klingbeil, one of the players to watch for tonight's game. 9.5 left in the first half. It's a second down. Second down and goal to go for Canton. Madison playing pretty well so far. Only thing you can point to, that turnover on downs after getting the ball in such favorable field position, not able to capitalize off that. Under center is Mulder again, going in motion left to right. That's McCracken. He gets the ball behind the tackles. Got taken down pretty quickly once he got past that line. McGilvery was in on it. Good tackle from McGilvery. McGilvery on the year. He missed a game or two, but still for McGilvery, he's got 17 tackles on the season. 8:50 left in the first half. It's a 3rd and goal now. Still 7-0 lead for Madison. See if they can keep it that way. Crucial 3rd down stop here. Under center, Mulder again. Going in motion right to left. That looks like Wallner. Far side, got some room, tripped up. Stopped at the 1-yard line, they say. A good play design, just the opposite of what they've been using. They've been having McCracken on the last couple go in motion from left to right and take the football. Wallner did it on the far side this time. Now it's a 4th and goal from the 1. Madison Bulldog defense needs to hold here. Will be a big-time stop if they do. Return the favor of the turnover on downs. Give it to them right here. If you're the Canton Seahawks and your coach Rich Lundstrom, do you go for it or you just try to take the points? All 3 backs in the backfield. Mulder is under center. They're going to call a timeout and talk this one over. Maybe they're second guessing it. Should we go for it? Should we not? 7 minutes and 48 seconds left in the first half. A 7-0 lead for Madison. 4th and 1. We'll see what happens when we come back right here on AM 1390, Dakota's Best.
For over 50 years, Rosebud Wood Products has been serving America's cabinetry needs. Family owned and operated, with employees who have been a part of the Rosebud family for decades. They're big enough to handle any job, yet small enough to make sure your project matters. Quality doesn't cost. It pays. So pay the Rosebud Factory and Showroom a visit today. Or visit us online at rosebudwood.com.
Back with you here in the MDL broadcast booth, ladies and gentlemen. We're at the Dan Beacom Track Complex. It's a 7-0 lead for your Madison Bulldogs over the Canton Seahawks. It's a 4th and 1. Goal line stance for Madison right here. Seahawks had to call themselves a timeout on the 4th and 1 to recalibrate, decide if they were going to go through with the original play call. Should we just take 3 points, kick a little field goal here? Should we try and punch in the 4th and 1 that we almost scored on just a minute ago? Go back to one of these plays that we've been using, something that worked and got us down here maybe? I had to talk it over. And they come back out with the call. Wallner and McCracken in the backfield. Mulder under center. Got 2 guys split out wide on the far side. Likely a distraction. Mulder. Handoff. Wallner behind the tackles. Will he punch it in? He gets knocked into the end zone. Yes, he does. And that's a touchdown for the Seahawks. And they get on the board as well. 7:44 left in this first half. Got us a ball game here in Madison. And now the point after attempt. Oh, might be talking conversion here. Looks like they are. Conversion attempt crew coming from the Canton Seahawks here. They're going to go for 2. And we got one on the far side of the field. One near. It's Wallner. In the backfield looks like McCracken. Mulder to Wallner. Top of the end zone. Catch. Score on Andrew Gomez. That's a 2-point conversion. And the Canton Seahawks take the lead after scoring on the conversion. 7 minutes and 44 seconds left in the first half. 8-7. Canton now on top. We'll see if the Bulldogs can answer when we come back on AM 1390. Dakota's Best. Back with you here in the MDL broadcast booth, guys. The Seahawks get on the board with an 8-play, 95-yard drive for a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to take the lead in this one, 8-7 over your Madison Bulldogs. Now they're getting set to kick this one off. Your return man, as always, for Madison is Mr. Shane Veenhoff. Got 7:44 left in this first half. A reminder again, guys, make sure you stay tuned for that Wilbur Ellis halftime show. Conversation with Mayor of Madison, Mr. Roy Lindsay. And here we go, getting set to kick this one off. And boom, there. Oh, a little squib over to Anderson. He fields it and just takes it down there at about the 33-yard line. And that's where Madison is going to take over. First touchdown of the game for the Seahawks, obviously, and the first lead in this one for them. The first 2 drives, just turnovers, interceptions picked off by Andrew Gomez. And they finally got something going on the third timeout. Let's see what the third timeout is like for Madison, as they do indeed begin from their own 33, the best field position so far tonight. Going to keep it up the middle. That's Ben Brooks. It's going to be about a 5-yard gain on that first tote for Brooks. Brooks, in the last 2 outings, 100-plus rushing yards. Big-time rushing output from Mr. Ben Brooks the last couple of outings. The Bulldog offense has needed that rushing game to get going. Still need to get going. Just need the backs to do it alongside him. Oh, Shane Veenhoff almost didn't catch that football. The catch slips right through his hands, bounces off the helmet, and he still makes the grab for GSN Insurance first down. You can see the look on his face. He's like, oh, how'd I let that happen? But nevertheless, it's a first down. The chains are moved. And now they're all the way to the 47. Got trips far side, one receiver near. Brooks looking that way. Catch made by, looks like Andrew Gomez. And they're going to lose 1 yard on that catch. Got corralled pretty quickly by the defense. In on that tackle, looked like it was Matt Anderson. And ball on the far side hash. It's second down and 11 after the 1 yard loss. 6.5 left in the first half. We got trips coming near side. 2 receivers far. It's empty for Brooks. Taking the snap, going to go up the middle, find some blocking. Going to run behind the guys. He gets ran into by a big man. Oh, big fella. In on the stop on Brooks, or else he had quite a bit of room there. That is 71. That's Trown Cook, the right guard. Plays 2 ways. Third down and 9 now. 6 minutes left in the first half. 3rd and 9. Got some rotations in. Hodges in the game. Going to bring Cohen Hahn back in the game as well. Going to try that trickery with the quarterback swapping. Last second decision of who they're going to have back there. And We have a timeout for the Bulldogs. Things aren't working out how they planned, and they got to talk it over. We're going to keep it here, though. No break. 5:45 left in this first half. 3rd down and 9. Bulldogs having a little chat. Some notables about these teams. Canton, they got that dynamic backfield that we.
What does it mean to be Dakota strong? At Pastrana Auto Mall, it means providing our region with quality sales and service since 1957. It means being family-owned and operated for 3 generations. It means treating every customer with the kindness and respect they deserve. It means award-winning service you can trust. Pastrana Auto Mall since 1957 and still Dakota strong. A proud supporter of Bulldog Athletics.
Idea of a little quarterback situation in the backfield. But Seahawks look like they might be getting used to it. They got to have a back. Or no, they're going to put Peterson on the far side. We got Tripp's far side. 1 receiver near. They still got some confusion here. And going in motion out there is Brooks. And quarterback is Hahn. On the wheel, Brooks flying across the middle. Tipped by Wallner of the defense, trying to find Gomez in the middle of the field. There's a flag on the far side of the field, though. Let's see who's it on. Who is it on? Let's see. They're still discussing. Had a couple of guys maybe in motion at the same. Illegal shift. Legal shift by Ben Brooks out there. It's going to decline the penalty, though. Are the Seahawks going to bring out 4th down, and here comes the punt unit. Tough situation there as Cohen Hahn tried to find the completion to Gomez. 4th and 9 now. 5:41 left in this first half as Bjorklund is set to punt this away. Returning it is Wallner. Oh, blocked by the defense! At the 35, was it corralled by the Seahawks? It was. Punt was blocked by Canton, and oh my goodness. The Seahawks have life. Oh boy, Madison need to come back and rally from this one. That's an unfortunate turn of events, and now they're in your territory at your own 33. Seahawks, after some unfortunate things in the early going, starting to get things in their favor. Mulder under center, hands it off to Wallner coming left side, breaking past a couple of guys, getting past Andrew Gomez as well. Going to get about 6 yards on that carry. Wallner been able to throw some guys around a bit. Wallner, one of those guys that we said was the importance of that rushing attack or that backfield for Canton. Wallner been recruited. He's visited the campuses of North Dakota State University, K-State, Minnesota, USD, UND, Iowa State, and Washington. Wallner with a handoff to McCracken after the double handoff there. McGilvery tries to corral him, and he does. McCracken get all the way inside the 10, though, deep inside the Case IH red zone. For your farm equipment that offers comfort, reliability, and the support you expect, head to the Case IH red zone at Lake County International. 4:40 left in the first half. 8-7 leads. Seahawks on top of the Bulldogs. Trying to tack on some more points before halftime. Madison will receive the ball at the half. If Canton scores and Madison has enough time, they can score themselves before the half and then get the football back. Mulder handing it off. Looks like Wallner gets it. Coming near side, he does. Takes a while before he gets taken down. Brooks and Barger in on that one. 4 minutes left in the first half. Still need a first down. 2nd down and 4. Just under 4 minutes left now. Ball on the near side hash now after the tote from Wallner. Under center again is Mulder. got a different man in the backfield. Looks like senior number 48, Dallas King, and they're going to hand it off to him. Didn't get too far, did Mr. King. Or correction, they actually handed that one to Wallner again. And they got a different guy in there in the backfield. That was not the backup 48, that's 43, sophomore Mason Benz. He is in the game right now, but he did not get that handoff. It was Wallner. 3rd down and 4, no gain on that carry. 3 minutes left in the first half, an 8-7 lead still for Canton. Ball still in the near side hash. McCracken in the backfield. Oh, a little bit of movement. McCracken and Bentz back there. Offsides on the defense, and that's going to be going to bring up a 3rd down. Still, it's half the distance to the goal, so we're looking at a 3rd and 1. .244 left in the first half. 8-7. Canton on top. See what they can do here. Just need a 1st down to keep things going, and the clock has been rolling for them, so not much time for Madison. Under center, Mulder. Handoff, McCracken, right side behind the tackle, and touchdown. And Canton finds the end zone again. Oh, there's a flag on the play, though. In the end zone. Let's see what happened there. Could it be in favor of Madison by chance? Talking it over, getting the official word. It is a touchdown. Personal foul on the defense, Eli Barger, number 22, after the touchdown. Going to be enforced after this. And the Seahawks will go for 2 once again. They're just trying to add insult to injury and tack on as many points as they can when they score to increase separation. 2:29 stopped on the clock. Going for 2 here. Ball between the 2 hashes. Mulder under center. Backfield loaded. McCracken, Wallner, and Bentz. Or no, the big man, the right guard in there doing some extra blocking. Do they get in? They say no. They don't get in. 2-point conversion attempt, no good. And your score sits at 14-7. Canton gets into the end zone again, and they're on top by just a score. With 2:29 left in the first half, we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we'll see if Madison can score in the final 2.5 here on AM 1390, Dakota's Best.
Heartland Energy is a future-focused name. It encompasses everything that we do and the core purpose of who Heartland is.
Anybody can sell you electricity. It's the way our people help our communities grow and therefore have a purpose to that energy.
We're constantly looking for different ways to serve our customers the best that we possibly can.
We're community owned and we exist to serve our communities.
Back with you here at the MDL broadcast booth, guys. Canton about to come back onto the field and kick this one off because they just got into the end zone again. They lead this one 14-7 at the Dan Beacom Track Complex with 2.5 left in the first half. Make sure you guys stick around for the Wilbur Ellis halftime show where we're going to have a conversation with the mayor of Madison, Mr. Roy Lindsay. Need some action here. Maybe we can get a favorable kickoff return. Get some nice field position from Shane Veenhoff here. And see what happens. Been a good game so far in this one. 5 plays, 67 yards down the field for the Seahawks on that last drive. They get set to kick this one off now. On the return, Veenhoff from the 20. Picks it up, only gets to the 32. A quick takedown, not a whole lot of room on this near side for Veenhoff. Tackle made by senior number 51, John Halverson. And Madison will begin from the 32-yard line. Second best starting field position for them tonight. Two receivers, or twin split on each side of the field. Cohen Hahn at quarterback. Brooks split out wide. Empty set. Hahn looking far side. Going to let it fly. Looking for Peterson. A little too much on it, out of his reach. Going to be an incompletion. Brings up 2nd and 10. Clock stopped at 2:20. Got the Spirit of Madison band over there set to come out for a performance at halftime. If you guys are watching over on Hudl, make sure you watch that performance as you're listening to the halftime. Support this awesome band, the only band in your town, so that's the one you got to show all of the love to right there. Madison coming out again. They've got some guys in the backfield. They got McGilvery in at fullback. They've still got Hahn back there. They're going to split Brooks out wide. Twins on each side of the field now. Hahn, low snap, picks it up. Looking, got some room on his near side. Going to keep it. Going to toss it instead. Brooks catches it at the 45-yard line. That's a GSN Insurance. First down for the Bulldogs. That's a good decision there from Hahn. He had room to run it. He wasn't going to get as far. Linebacker was still around and lurking. But Brooks made his way across the field and got open for the first down. At the 45-yard line now. 2 minutes left in the first half. Got trips bunched up on the far side. Brooks going to join him. Rolling out wide. Hahn, a little bit of pressure back there. Still looking. Got a guy open. He doesn't see him, but he finds Veenhoff, though. Catch made on the near sideline. It's a first down for Madison. Once again, another GSN Insurance first down. They're all brought to you by GSN Insurance of Madison. No account is too big or too small. We like them all. Oh, are they going to say he was out of bounds? Oh, there's a flag on the field. Oh, I see him now. Deep in the backfield of Madison there. Got a pair of flags, as a matter of fact. I was wondering why things weren't moving along here. Holding. Ooh, on the offense. Penalty declined. Personal foul. Blindside block on the offense issued to Ashton Dorhout. They're going to accept that one. It's a 15-yarder. It's going to back things up big time for Madison. It's a first and extremely long. First and 25 from their own 30 now. Got to get to the 45 of the Seahawks for their first down. Dropping back. Hahn finds Brooks on the far side. Catch made. Catch and run. Going to get some of those yards back. Only about 7 of them, though. A lot of work to do for Madison. And Canton going to take a timeout. We're going to take a timeout with them as well. 1 minute and 27 seconds left in the first half. 14-7. Seahawks on top of Bulldogs. We'll be back in a moment on AM 1390, Dakota's Best.
You put a lot of time into your business, sometimes too much time. It's nice to know when things can take care of themselves, like your data backup, computer updates, email, and firewall management. With securities of access in times of need, the professionals at Infotech Solutions are your ultimate technology partner, providing you with the peace of mind and security that you deserve. Infotech can assess your needs and create personalized plans that fit your business, big or small. So contact the professionals today and get back to business.
Got a quad of receivers bunched up near side. Brooks going to take the snap, roll near side, looking. Where is Shane Veenhoff? He's going to have to keep it. Ben Brooks does, and only going to get about 2 or 3 yards out of that tote. It's going to be a 3rd and long now for Madison. And we got 1 minute and 19 seconds stopped on the game clock as Brooks made his way out of bounds. Ball's on the near side hash. They're trying to get something going here. Trying to make some quick adjustments and started the drive on the wrong sheet. Having to make the swap here. Trips far side, one guy near. In the backfield, it's Peterson. The lone receiver near side is Eli Barger. Brooks got a little pressure, going to come near side, going to keep it, got some room up the middle. Will he have enough for the first down? He misses a tackle. There they do. He's going to get 40, 35, 30. Everybody, all room, 20, 10. One got to beat. Will he get into the end zone? Touchdown, Madison Bulldogs. Oh, my goodness. A 55-yard run from Ben Brooks. And there we go. That's the energy you needed. Almost couldn't even get words out because I didn't know how he was doing it. Something that was supposed to end at maybe the first down. He got an extra 40 yards. Wow. Let's see if we can take a look at that again on this replay here in just a second as they get set for the point after. Trying to count up how many tackles that he broke on this run. Meckles with the kick through the uprights and good. Madison ties this bad boy up with 1:02 left, knotted up at 14. We'll be back in a moment here on AM 1390, Dakota's Best. Back with you here in the MDL broadcast booth, guys. The Madison Bulldogs strike back and knock this one up at 14 all. 1:02 left in the first half. Big time play and run from Ben Brooks. Madison Bulldogs are backed up severely after a crucial 15-yard penalty. Got themselves a little bit more yardage, and then Ben Brooks had a 50 to 60-yard tote and found the end zone. It looked like it was going to be stopped after about 15 yards to get the first 15 to 20 yards to get the first down. Breaks another tackle and splits through and finds nothing but open sea across the sideline, and then one guy to beat in the final 5 yards, and a touchdown we go. A little squibber from Meckles gets all the way to the 15. Wallner on the return coming near side. Nowhere to go. A whole lot of Bulldogs in the area. And on the tackle, McGilvery and company. They say you can't even get to the 25. Oh, I almost said that they were going to give it to him, but at the 24 is where Canton will begin. Let's see what they can do here on this one. All right, we have a beautiful ball game here at the Dan Beacom Track Complex. A good bit of back and forth action. That air attack has been working for Madison. Got them in the position where Ben Brooks was able to get there from the threat of that pass attack. I thought those receivers split out wide. Big boys in the backfield. Handoff McCracken far side. Parker Johnson misses the backfield tackle, and he's going to get about 5 or 6 on it. 6 yards, they say. There we go. On that first play for the Seahawks, 40 seconds left in the first half. They're going to have to get the plays going. Time is ticking. They have one timeout left in the first half. 33 seconds on the first half clock. Reminder, guys, to stay on for the Wilbur Ellis halftime show.
I don't think 52's on the field.
3 stacks up in the backfield. Mulder, handoff, Wallner coming near side behind the tackles, run into Klingbeil and company, gets taken down. Short of the first, it's 3rd and 1. 10 seconds on the game clock. It's rolling down. 5, 4, 3, 2. And we got a timeout for Canton. With 3 seconds left in the game, they're going to have one more play and see what they can make happen. To have action, a nice back and forth, some teetering, some what's happening here, some turnovers, pair of interceptions courtesy of Andrew Comez. We'll get to all those numbers later at the conclusion of the Wilbur Ellis halftime show as we open up the second half later. And we also have some score updates for you from around the area in the halftime break as well. A lot going on in the Wilbur Ellis halftime show. Stay tuned for it. Mulder under center as they're back out there. Handoff. McCracken right side going around the tackles. Just going to get enough for the first. Not sure why we just came back out to run the ball, but we did, and that's how the first half is going to end. They're knotted up at 14 apiece right here at the Dan Beacom Track Complex in Madison. We're going to take a break, and then when we come back, we will enter into the Wilbur Ellis halftime show, guys. Make sure you stay tuned for it all right here on AM 1390, Dakota's Best.
Marching band is under the direction of Jan Turner and Assistant Director Sidney Wagner. Staff includes Amy Hoff, Woodland, Michaela Logie, Glass, and Jackson Laporte percussion. Their 2023 show, La Nuba, explores selections from the Circle du Soleil show, which includes Distorted Red Road and La Luna, organ arranged by Jay Dawson and Brian S. Mason. Once upon a time, a door opened and two worlds collided. Dreams clashed with reality. The mundane mixed with the marvelous. It was no longer possible to tell where one world began and the other ended. The Spirit of Madison is proud to present their 2023 show, La Nuba. Drum majors Janet Lessinger, Nathan Hazelton, and Spencer Reavers. Is your band ready? Spirit of Madison, you may take the field in your homecoming performance.
Back with you here in the MDL broadcast booth, guys. We are now in the portion of tonight's game where we slide into the Wilbur Ellis halftime show. The halftime show is brought to you by Wilbur Ellis in Chester. Contact your local field experts today to help you grow smart, increase productivity, and reduce loss. Wilbur Ellis, where they never stop looking ahead. We're at the portion of this halftime show where we take a look at some score updates from around the area and in 11A. Let's start with 11A. We have got Tri-Valley on the road at West Central, and they trail in that one 14-6. West Central's on top. Bearsford on the road at Del Rapids. Del Rapids dominating 38-0 right now in the end of the first half. That Tri-Valley and West Central matchup had 4 minutes left in the second quarter. Going into 11B, we've got, one of those was West Central and Tri-Valley, or one of the teams in that matchup is, and that being Tri-Valley. The next matchup, we got Philandrew hosting Scotland Minnow. Philandrew leading that one 14-0 at the end of the first half. In the 9AA ranks, Chester area hosting Bonhomme. It's knotted up at 14 apiece with 1 minute left in the second quarter. Another game going on. We've got Del Rapids St. Mary on the road at Kimball White Lake. Kimball White Lake dominating 29-6 with 2 minutes left in the second quarter. And Viborg Hurley was on the road tonight at Howard. Howard is winning 14-0 with 3 minutes left in the second. And in 9A, we've got Castlewood and Oldham Ramona Rutland battling it out. It's not really a battle. Castlewood dominating 30-0 with 5 minutes left in the second quarter. And lastly, we have Iroquois Lake Preston on the road at Coleman Egan tonight, and Coleman Egan leads 14-0. And those are your score updates from around the area here in the Wilbur Ellis Halftime Show. When we get back on, you're going to hear our halftime conversation with the mayor of Madison, Mr. Roy Lindsay. Make sure you stay tuned for it right here on AM 1390, Dakota's Best.
Future-focused name encompasses everything that we do and the core purpose.
Anybody can sell electricity. It's the way our people help our communities grow and therefore have a purpose to that energy.
We're constantly looking for different ways to serve our customers the best that we possibly can.
We're community-owned and we exist to serve our communities.
You put a lot of time in your business, sometimes too much time. It's nice to know when things can take care of themselves, like your data bank, computer banks, and with securities of access in times of need, the professionals at InfoTech Solutions are your ultimate technology partner, providing you peace of mind and security for future. InfoTech can assess your needs and create personalized plans that fit your business big or small. So contact the professionals today. Get back to business. What does it mean to be Dakota strong? At Vestrano Auto, it means providing our region with quality sales and service since 1957. It means being family-owned and operated for 3 generations. It means treating every customer with the kindness and respect they deserve. It means a welcoming service. Vestrano Auto, since 1957, and still Dakota strong. A proud supporter of Builder Athletics. For over 50 years, Rosebud Wood Products has been serving America's advocates. Family owned and operated with employees who have been a part of the Rosebud family for decades. We're building family projects get smaller to make sure your family is support the Rosebud family and show your visit today. So visit us online at rosebudwood.com. Take your tickets out for the 50-50. The number is 504-3089. 504-3089. Come up to the announcer booth. $214 is the order tonight.
Back with you here in the MDL broadcast booth, ladies and gentlemen. We're still in the Wilbur Ellis halftime show. We're rounding it out, though. Closing it out, as a matter of fact. Wilbur Ellis, specializing in dry and liquid fertilizers, decab and as-grow seeds, and custom application of fertilizers. Contact them today at 605-489-2171. That's 605-489-2171. Wilbur Ellis, where they never stop looking ahead. Excuse me, we're rolling into the second half here. Unintended belch there. And there's our kickoff. And little fumble there from Peterson picked it back up and tried to get a couple of yards out of it to no avail. And the Bulldogs will start from about the 33. And that's where we're going to begin this second half. Only 4 drives in the first half for the Bulldogs, but still came away with a pair of touchdowns along the way. Take a look at these numbers from the first half as soon as we get the chance. Brooks with the handoff to Peterson, got some room, got to the second level, going to get about 5 out of that tote. Good carry from Peterson. Got the popcorn burps, if those are a thing. Let's take a look at some of the numbers from the first half. In the first half, Canton had the advantage in first downs. GSN Insurance first downs, 13-6 over Madison. Madison only needed 6 first downs to get a pair of touchdowns. Impressive. Second down and 5 for the Bulldogs. Got 2 receivers far side, 1 near. A couple of backs in the backfield. That's McGilvery and Peterson rolling out right side. Brooks going to let it fly. Was the catch made? No, couldn't get it in. Is Barger. Going to bring up third down and 5. Continuing on these first half numbers, the rushing department is where Canton thrived. 233 first half rushing yards. That is something you finish a game with. A spectacular game, and you gotta know that Madison's second half game plan is to stop that rush attack, because they only have 35 yards through the air. For Madison, their rushing attack 70 yards on 7 carries, or 80 yards on 7 carries, and 120 passing yards for 200 total yards of offense. Brooks dropping back, got some pressure, going to step up in the pocket. A little bit too much mustard on that one, trying to hit Eli Barger, and that is going to bring out fourth down. And there comes the punt unit starting off the first half, a 3-and-out for Madison. Only garnished some yards on that first carry from Peterson. Just 3 plays, 5 yards. And hopefully a non-blocked punt. Got to get some coverage on that so Bjorklund can get a punt off. Let's make sure it happens this time around. Bjorklund, some room, punting it away. Good leg on that from Bjorklund all the way to the 27 for Canton. Wallner returning it. Tried to break the tackle, but couldn't get away from the man, Caleb Hodges. Good takedown. And like we said, 3 plays, 5 yards for Madison on that opening drive. And now the Canton Seahawks going to see what they can do with it as they open this drive from their own 38. Let's see what they can do with it. Continuing on these first half numbers here as they hit the floor, making the recovery. All right. 2 interceptions in the first half for the Madison Bulldogs. None for Canton. Just 1 penalty for 7 yards for Canton as well. Mulder with the handoff to McCracken. Actually, he's going to keep the football, and he's going to lose a yard on that one for keeping it like that. Might should have handed that bad boy off, but we'll take it. The Bulldogs fans sure will. Canton led the time of possession in that first half, 17 minutes and 19 seconds to 6 minutes and 41 for Madison. So Madison, not a lot of time with the football, so that's where the 6 first downs are coming from. Not a whole lot of time to get them with just under 7 minutes of possession of the football in the first half. Ben Brooks led the Bulldogs in rushing, the only one to rush the football so far. All 7 carries for 80 yards for Brooks. Toss to McCracken coming near side outside the tackles. He's going to get about 8 yards on that tote, and that's going to give them a 3rd down and 3 situation upcoming. Clock at 10 minutes left in the third. Trying to get a first down are the Seahawks. Madison Bulldogs still got their main unit out there. Gomez and Brooks talking it over at midfield right now about some things going on. They disperse, and here come the Seahawks to the line. Ball on the near side hash. Nobody spread out wide. Under center, Mulder. A couple of backs in the backfield. Handoff is to Wallner going left side. Going to get almost to midfield, and it's going to be enough for the first down as they convert on 3rd. In the passing department in the first half, Cohen Hahn was 5 for 7 through the air. And then Ben Brooks, 3 for 3, 16 yards passing. Cohen Hahn, 104 yards through the air passing. Receiving leaders, Shane Veenhoff, 2 receptions for 77 yards. Ben Brooks, 3 receptions for 30 yards. And Andrew Gomez has 2 interceptions. He returned them for a total of 57 yards. Mulder handing it off around the other end. Wallner, room on the far left side. Only Brooks to beat. Brooks with a takedown. A big first down from Wallner. Thank goodness Ben Brooks was on that level. That was a good play. Oh, there's a flag in the backfield. Oh, we might have a hold on the Seahawks. It's not looking good. The players are not happy. They feel like it's on them. Leaders in tackles in the first half for your Bulldogs. 10 tackles from Treg McGilvery. 7 from Jordan Peterson. Yes, it is holding on the offense indeed. On number 62, they say, the right tackle, junior Chance Riley. Just their second penalty of the game. They only had 1 penalty in the first half for 7 yards. Madison Bulldogs had 5 penalties for 33. Now it is a 1st and 20 for Canton. Under center again is Mulder. Handoff. Got a different guy in the backfield now. That's the junior T. Granum, that we mentioned earlier. He's got his second tote of the night. That's looking at a 2nd and 14 with the 6-yard carry. 8.5 left in the third. Still knotted up at 14 apiece. Updates courtesy of the Farmers Ag Center scoreboard. Bulldogs trying to hold here. This is one of the more favorable positions defensively they've had in a bit. Take advantage of it. Under center, Mulder. A couple of backs in the backfield, handing it off to McCracken, it looks like, coming near side. Stood up by Barger. That's not before they get another 8-yard gain. Making work of this long distance to go. Getting all the way into Bulldog territory now at their 46. They only need 5 to go for a first down. It's 3rd and 5. 3rd and manageable for Canton with 7:45 left in the third. Madison Bulldogs, you got to stop it right here. If things are working for them. The run has been dominating all night. They're not a team that does a whole lot through the air. It's all run. Oh, we got a flag. We might have a false start. And looks like we do. 62, that's Chance Riley again. First the hold, then the false start. A pair of penalties for 15 yards in total. It's a 3rd and 10 now. Big favor he just did the Madison Bulldogs. They definitely got to keep it tight, though. Doesn't make a whole lot of difference with this team. They're likely to still put it on the ground. They've only had 4 passes attempted so far. Just a handful in this game. Mulder under center, going in motion. To McCracken, hands it back off far side. Wallner got the play off. It worked. It's enough for the first down. He slides in to get enough, an 11-yard gain. Wow, and we've got a flag in the backfield. Holding on the offense. Oh, man. The blessing of penalties from the Canton Seahawks, making some errors. Couldn't hear who had that one. We had too much energy from the crowd being so happy, and the coaches right next to me to my right for Canton stomping in frustration. So it's now a 3rd down and 20 once again. The 20 yards to gain for the Eagles, and now it's on a 3rd down. Caleb Hodges coming out, Lincoln Anderson checking in as they rotate out some linebackers. 6:45 left in the third. Still knotted up at 14 apiece at the Dan Beacom Track Complex. 5 seconds on the play clock. 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, they let them get it off in the reverse again. Double reverse to McCracken coming near side. Shane Veenhoff tried to strip it. They're going to get about 8 on that one. It's a 4th and 11. And will the punt unit make their way out? Yes, they are. And now we're about to see the first punt of the night from the Seahawks. Unless they try to get interesting on us. Got Shane Veenhoff set back to receive the punt. Let's see if we can get that interesting magic to happen on special teams right now on this punt. 6 minutes left in the third. Ball on the near side hash still. 4th and 11. Punt unit set out here. Beanhoff at about the 20. Back. Punt away. A little bit of hang time on it. No return coming. Lands at the 25. Picking it up. Brooks. At the 24 is where they're going to down it at. Bulldogs going to start that drive from the 24. All right. Let's see what they can do on the drive. 3 penalties for 25 yards for the Canton Seahawks is what dimmed them in on that drive, and the Madison Bulldogs managing to hold them as well for their first punt of the game. And let's see what they can do with it, see if they can take advantage. We got twin split on each side of the field. Brooks going out wide. Cohen Hahn hits him with the pass. Catch made, going to get about 7 out of it, 6 maybe, 6 exactly, all the way up to the 30. Going to bring up second down and 4 for the Bulldogs. 5:25 left in the third. Ball now on the far side hash. Trips near side, 1 receiver far side. Back in the backfield, looks like it's Cohen Hahn. They do the quarterback trickery, split him out wide, empty set. Brooks dropping back, looking, far side of the field, finds Hahn, catch made, short of the first down though. Going to keep the ball rolling as he gets tackled out of bounds, so they're going to keep it rolling. 3rd and 1. Just under 5 left in the third. Still knotted up at 14. Ball's on the far side hash still. Parker Johnson getting tended to on the near sideline, maybe getting his ankle taped up here by our trainer. Got twins split on each side of the field. Got Hahn and Brooks back there. We'll see which one splits out wide. It's Hahn. Brooks taking the snap. Going to keep it. Trying to go up the middle with it. Tries to slip on through. He gets enough through to get the first down. The GSN Insurance first down for the Madison Bulldogs. There we go. Moving the chains to the Bulldogs. And they're all the way to the 37 now. Marching on down. We got trips near side. 1 receiver far. Hahn in the quarterback as Brooks motions out left. Hahn going to let it fly downfield. Barger, can't get in there and make the reception. They're going to throw the flag downfield, and buddy, we're going to have a pass interference call on the far side. The flag is at the 30 of Canton. I can already tell. Barger could have made a play on the ball. Would have been a fantastic grab had he came around and under to make that grab, but he could not. 15-yard penalty. And that's going to be a fresh set of downs for Madison. Another GSN Insurance first down. All these first downs brought to you by GSN Insurance of Madison. No account is too big or too small. We like them all. And there we go across midfield of the Bulldogs at the 48. 2 receivers far side, 1 near. Coming in motion is Brooks. Hahn in the quarterback, blocking. Peterson dropping back. Hahn rolling right side, going to let it fly. Tries to find Brooks in and out of the hands. Good defense from the Seahawks. Clock stopped exactly on 4 minutes left in the third. Still knotted up at 14. It's second down now, though. Ball is on closest to the far side hash. It's technically between the two. Got twin split on each side of the field. Peterson is back there with Brooks. Oh no, that's Hahn actually. And Brooks splits out wide. Hahn dropping back. Got some pressure. He got the football knocked out as he was trying to pass. Oh man, had some pressure in the backfield and knocking it out in the backfield. The defender, sophomore, number 6, Keyshawn Smith. Thank goodness. It was recovered in the backfield by the Bulldogs. Getting on the recovery, Mr. Adam Willis, the savior of that possession. 3:25 left in the third. Ball is on the far side hash now. Madison backed up all the way for a third and real long in their own territory. Got quad of receivers bunched up near side. Beanhoff solo on the far. Brooks keeping it, coming near side. Lost a yard on the carry, and oh man, what happened to this drive here? It just got blown up from the batted down throw. And here we are. 4th down and long, and the punt unit making their way out to the field. A couple of ugly situations there for the Bulldogs. Back-to-back punts to begin this first half, or this second half for them here on their drives. Punt. And it gets off by Bjorklund. It's going to bounce all the way to the 19 and roll out of bounds. All right. We'll get the play and the yardage verified here in a second. And the Canton Seahawks will come out here and begin from their own 18, actually. All right. Well, for the last 3 drives of this game, and all drives of the second half so far, it's been nothing but resulting in punts. The defense has turned up a bit after a little bit of an offensive display in the first half with 468 yards of total offense in the first half. Under center is Mulder, backfield full. He hands that one off to McCracken, it looks like, coming behind the tackles or trying to. Not a whole lot of room to go. And it was McCracken indeed on that carry for the Seahawks. 2:15 left in the third. Tied up 14 all here at the Dan Beacom Track Complex. Got a little bit of extra attendance from some Canton Seahawks fans. They've got a little student section over there now along the black fence along the field right outside the tracks. And the bleachers got a little bit more full. Canton definitely came out in full force for this game. But it pales in comparison to the Madison Bulldog fans, of course, over here, stacked up on every level. Going in motion right to left. That's Wallner. He gets the football again outside the tackles. McGilvery with the takedown. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down now after the 2nd and 9. We have a 3rd and 1. It's a big carry from Wallner. That outside the tackle run always works when they go in motion with him. Usually ends up right to left, not often left to right. It's a consistent thing we've seen from them, whether it's in the red zone, midfield, or backed up deep. 1:10 left in the third. 3rd and 1, crucial 3rd down coming up here for the Madison defense. Under center is Mulder, in the backfield's McCracken, going in motion left to right. Who is it? They fake the handoff, toss to him, and they go up the middle for the GSN Insurance first down. Making some things happen right now. Our Canton, they're kind of marching down, just under a minute to play in the third. Let's see what happens here. Madison Bulldogs don't look too tired. Just awaiting. Just wanting to get the football back and get another chance at it. Can't blame them. Under center is Mulder, ball on the far side hash. Faking a handoff, coming back around. New guy coming from the left. Handoff to him, coming near side, breaking a lot of guys. Little shifty man. Let's see who was on that carry. That was the junior running back, T. Grantham. He came in motion from left to right at the last second and received the handoff after the faked one to McCracken. 15 seconds. You can imagine the Canton Seahawks are going to let this clock tick out as I see some players taking a peek over there at the clock. A slow motion Hudl. 4, 3, 2, yes. That's going to bring it into the third quarter, and we're going to march into the fourth quarter tied up here at the Dan Beacom Track Complex. 14 all with 1 quarter to play. We're going to see what happens here in this final frame of action. Don't go anywhere. Make sure you stick here with us for it on AM 1390, Dakota's Best.
At Madison Regional Health System, your unique needs and a positive healthcare experience matter. We are proud supporters of area sports and are here to meet the healthcare needs of our athletes and their loved ones. From routine healthcare to unfortunate sports-related injuries, our compassionate healthcare professionals are committed to providing quality healthcare.
Back with you here in the MDL broadcast booth. We're in the final quarter of action. It's 14 all at the Dan Beacom Track Complex. Looking at a second down for the Seahawks out here. Been a tightly tested contest all night long. A scoreless third quarter, though. After a good offensive display in the first half, we mentioned 468 yards of total offense between the two teams in the first half. Not been as much so the same in this second half. Defense is making their way back out there for a stop stance. So far, all three drives have resulted in punts for both teams. The combined three drives, that is. This is the fourth one, the second one for the Seahawks. All right, second down and 3. Ball on the far side hash, under center is Mulder going in motion, right to left. That's Wallner. They're going to hand it off to him. He's going to go up the middle and get just enough for the GSN Insurance first down. They're getting what they want when they hand the ball to Mr. Wallner all night long. He's been able to find the seams. He breaks tackles as well. I mean, a very strong runner with the ball in his hands. 11:45 left in the game, tied up at 14 all. Guys, make sure you stay tuned at the end of this one for the Mustang Seeds post-game show where we look at the final numbers from the game and talk to one of our coaches from the Madison Bulldogs. Mulder, with the handoff on the far side. That is to Grandam again, the junior running back. 11:20 left in this final quarter. We haven't seen a score since the second, where we had 3 of our 4 total touchdowns tonight scored, all coming in the second quarter. Ball on the far side hash. It's a second down and 6 for Canton. 11 minutes in the game. Mulder under center, handing it off, faking the handoff, then going back to his other guy, Grantham. Faking one and delivering the other. Only maybe a 1-yard gain on that. Wonder where McCracken is. I'm not sure if he actually... No, he is in there. He was the one that got the faked handoff. They're going through Grantham on this drive, thinking they have things figured out, I guess, but not getting as much in the term of results on these plays as they usually have been. It's a 3rd and 6. Still manageable for them, but not ideal. Mulder under center. Ball on far side hash. Making a handoff. Coming around. Wallner gets it. Around the edge once again, and he runs into Ben Brooks and hits a wall, but has to get some help to get taken down. That's a GSN Insurance first down for the Seahawks. Moving the chains once again. And we're going to get in... wait, maybe we're not. Looks like we're going to possibly get an officials timeout on the field here in just a second. We're going to go ahead and take a timeout with them. There's 10 minutes and 3 seconds left in the ball game. We're knotted up at 14 apiece at the Dan Beacom Track Complex. We'll be back here in a moment on AM 1390, Dakota's Best.
You're in good hands with Madison Chiropractic Center. Dr. Jason Evans has been offering quality chiropractic care to the Madison area since 1998. Dr. Evans provides safe and effective care to heal pain naturally without the need of surgery or drugs. We're committed to our patients and love helping them get healthy and stay healthy. Call Madison Chiropractic at 605-256-0336, located in the Washington Plaza on Washington Avenue in Madison. Proud sponsor of the Madison Bulldogs.
Happy to help keep you in the game.
Back with you here in the MDL broadcast booth, guys. 10 minutes and 3 seconds left of action in this game. Tied up at 14 all at the Dan Beacom Track Complex. So we have one of the Seahawks making their way off the field under their own power after getting a little bit rattled up there. And now we're back to action. First down still counts for Canton, though. Got a fresh set of downs into Madison territory after the big play from Wallner. He's been lethal coming from right to left after that play that they've been calling all night. Just been able to get things going. As we get the clock rolling here. Handoff. Around the edge to Wallner again on the left side. Going to get all the way to the 31. It's going to be enough for another GSN Insurance first down. Make sure you guys call Scott and Nancy Gusso today at GSN Insurance. Getting what they want so far in this drive are the Seahawks. 9:45 left in the game. Knotted up at 14 all. Balls on the near side hash now for Canton. Just been a run game that's been eating up the clock throughout the course of the night. Mulder under center. Hand off McCracken going outside the tackles right side. Only got about 2 yards on that gain. Asked where McCracken was, and there he is. Bjorklund and McGilvery in on the tackle for Madison. Just over 9 minutes left in the game. Ball on the far side hash now. It's a 2nd and 8. All updates courtesy of the Farmers Ag Center scoreboard. Coming back in there under center is Mulder. The backfield looks like we've got Bentz and McCracken. McCracken gets the handoff again. Going to get a little bit more on that one. Going to set up about a 3rd and 4 after the carry from McCracken. 8.5 left in this game. Ball up to the 26-yard line now. They need a few more to go for a first down. 4 yards to go for a first. 3rd and manageable for Canton. Madison Bulldog defense got a beast out here. Know the run is coming. Mulder with a handoff. McCracken behind the guards. Got some room. Pushing through. Second level. Gets past all the Bulldogs. Through in the end zone. Touchdown Canton. Oh, man. What a breakthrough run from McCracken. It's in the end zone with 8:02 left to play in this game. And Canton recaptures the lead in the game. Marched all the way down for this one. Got 82 yards. Or excuse me, 72 yards downfield. And now they're going to go for the conversion attempt once again, as they've done all night. Mulder under center again. Handoff. Kept. Or he faked the handoff, Faked the handoff to Wallner and kept it on the far side and finds the edge of the end zone, and the 2-point conversion is good. It's a 22-14 lead. 8 minutes and 2 seconds left in the game. We'll see if the Madison Bulldogs can respond when we come back on AM 1390, Dakota's Best.
First and 10 for the Bulldogs.
It's 1st and 10. Your playbook is infinite. Should you dive down the middle or counter to the left? Maybe a draw to catch them off guard. Too late. Time's up.
Here in the MDL broadcast booth, guys. And I was right. It was 82 yards on that last drive for the Seahawks. It's 22-14, 8 minutes and 2 seconds left in the game. Canton is on top. They just got back into the end zone with a run from McCracken up the middle for the touchdown. 12 plays, 82 yards to get on downfield for Canton. The first touchdown scored from either team since the second quarter. And now Madison going to make their way out on to the field to return this kick, see if we can finally get the special teams magic we have been searching for. And they're getting set to kick this one away. A little bit last second discussion before they disperse. And here we go. And there's your little squibber up the middle to Veenhoff, fielded at the 20. Going to break past one guy, but get corralled by a Seahawk at about the 32. And that's where Madison will take over. we go. In on the tackle for the Seahawks. Bringing him down was senior number 81, Braden Qualseth. Wide receiver for Canton. Just under 8 minutes left in this game. 7 minutes, 56 seconds. Bulldogs trips far side, one receiver near. Hahn in a quarterback. Catch made, Eli Barger. Going to get about 5 on that reception. Brooks not in the game at all. It's all Cohen Hahn right now. Ben Brooks on the sideline having a conversation with the trainer. Taking a look at him right now as a handoff is made. Peterson with the tote. Doesn't get anywhere on that. Loses a yard, as a matter of fact, after the 6-yard gain. Oh, no, they're going to say he stays there, actually. No gain. 3rd and 3. Or does he get 1? Looks like he gets 1. 1 gain, 1 yard gain from Mr. Peterson there. Had a little bit of shifting around with the markers on the far end. You got twins on each side of the field going in motion right to left. Shane Veenhoff. Hahn in the pistol, dropping back, fakes the handoff, rolling out left side. Looking, anywhere to go, going to toss it up. Intercepted by the Seahawks! About the 44-yard line. Oh, no! That is not what you want if you are Madison here. And that interception was made by number 5, the senior Matt Anderson. Here comes the Bulldog defense. We got a little replacement out defensively for Ben Brooks at safety. That's Garrett Van Leer going out there. Brooks paying a visit to the trainer here. Want to visit his coaches before he actually makes his way on out there. They want to get the assessment on how he's doing, what the synopsis is. Van Leer in at the moment, though, at safety. Handoff by the Seahawks. Far side. McCracken breaking through. Tackles again. Second level. Got about 8 yards. 7-8. Just doing what he wants out there. Got a bunch of Bulldogs in on the tackle, and Ben Brooks does come back into the game at safety. Not sure what they were checking on there. Looked like it might have been something upper, maybe the hand area. Not sure, but he's back into it. Possibly why he wasn't in throwing the football this last time, but says, Coach, I'm good to go make some tackles. Mulder handed it off McCracken. Same side, right side, across. He's going to get enough for GSN Insurance first down. They're getting what they want with McCracken now. He has found the confidence, has found his way in this game. And they're going to keep running the football and try and march on down. If they get in the end zone again, it's going to make it tough for a Bulldog comeback here. Under 6 minutes to go in this game. 22-14, Canton on top of Madison. Again, guys, make sure you stay tuned for the Mustang Seeds post-game show where we take a look at the final numbers and talk to one of our Madison Bulldog coaches. Handoff, fake to McCracken, handed off to Wallner, coming left side around the edge. Barger has to come across and make the tackle. Seahawks using a good amount of the same plays in this one. Wallner getting taken down, and we've got an official timeout on the field. Let's take one with them. 5 minutes and 33 seconds left in this game. 22-14, Canton on top. We'll be back in a moment on AM 1390, Dakota's Best.
Your body, a remarkable network of bone, tissue, and joints working in perfect harmony. But when injuries occur, that process can be interrupted. At Orthopedic Institute, orthopedic medicine is all we do. We work to get you up and moving again, recreating that perfect harmony, whatever that may be for you. Orthopedic Institute, we're the one to trust to keep your body in motion.
Back with you here in the MDL broadcast booth, guys. Wallner has made his way off the field under his own power. Good side. 22-14, Canton on top. Mulder with the snap, handing off McCracken outside the tackles on the edge, breaking through second level. Klingbeil and company having to take him down. Just short of a first down. There's a first down run there. We're bringing up second down at about 2. Seahawks been getting what they want lately. Things have been working. The last drive and this one, they found some things that work. Now let's see if Madison can make this stop. You need the stop here. You don't want to have a 2-score lead for Canton trying to make your comeback. It makes it so much more harder, nearly impossible sometimes. McCracken, far side carry. Busting through for a GSN Insurance first down. Deep inside that Case IH red zone once again are the Seahawks. Find reliable Case IH equipment for your farming operation in the Case IH red zone at Lake County International in Madison. 4:25 left in the game. Update courtesy of your Farmers Ag Center scoreboard here. 22-14. Bulldogs trail in this one. Still searching for win number 1. Bulldogs have not seen an 0-6 start since 2009. Handoff far side, McCracken. Carey trying to push through. Finds the end zone, and it's another Seahawk touchdown. Just a little over a handful of plays and 44 yards to get into the end zone for the Seahawks for back-to-back touchdown drives. Their 2 touchdowns in the first half came on back-to-back drives as well. The benefactors of momentum, they carry it well. Just under 4 minutes left in the game, and they haven't been a team that's attempted a point after attempt all night. The 2-point conversion attempt is coming. Trying to get to a 30-piece here is Canton. Got McCracken. And Bentz in the backfield. Mulder under center. Taking a handoff, McCracken. Mulder going to toss it over. Catch made. 2-point conversion. Good. Catch made by senior number 4, Arthur Benoit. And it's a 30-14 lead with 3:59 left in this game. Bulldogs trail by a pair of scores. Not a whole time left. Let's see if they can make some magic happen when we come back for the Final Four on AM 1390, Dakota's Best.
People that I work with are family. We get more time with the patients to deliver that personalized care. I know that our patients are satisfied and happy with their outcomes.
And I've had more than one patient say to me, you know, I can really feel that you guys like being here and taking care of patients. And that's wonderful to hear, because that's the truth.
We give the best care in the world.
And just a better overall experience for the patient.
And that's why I chose to come work here at Sioux Falls Specialty Hospital.
Back with you here in the MDL broadcast booth, ladies and gentlemen. Got the last 3 minutes and 59 seconds of the game on the way. McCracken of the Seahawks finds his way into the end zone again. It's a 30-14 lead. Canton over Madison. Been a disappointing second half for the Madison Bulldogs here, and Canton Seahawks have found their way in the last 2 drives after a 6-play, 10-yard drive and a punt for their first drive of the second half, back-to-back touchdown drives. Madison not seeing a touchdown since the second quarter. See if they can get one now. And there's a little squibber once again. Bouncer over to Lincoln Anderson. He's going to field it at about the 36-yard line they'll give him. It'll be the best starting field position in the second half for the Bulldogs. And we got a chance here if we can score fast. Maybe get something happen on special teams to get the ball back and give yourself another chance. It's going to be tough. An empty set for Ben Brooks. It's in at quarterback again. Looking, near side, looking. Nowhere to go. Tries to hit Peterson. They're going to let that flag fly and say there's some interference there. Penalty number 6 coming to the Seahawks here. Going to be a costly one. Let's check and see what our officials have down on the field. I can't imagine it's anything but pass interference. Haven't heard our official call yet, but they're marching out the 15 yards, so there you go. You can only guess. Looked like it was indeed, and that's going to give the Bulldogs a fresh set of downs. GSN Insurance first down. They're into Seahawk territory at their 49. Catch made near side by Andrew Gomez, just a 2-yard catch and run. Now let's see what we can do here in the final 3:40. Got to get things rolling and move fast. Ball on the near side hash now. Trips far side, one receiver near. It's Barger. Or actually two. They're empty set again. Letting it fly. Catch made. Cohen Hahn in the middle of the field. It's a first down. GSN Insurance first down again for the Bulldogs. Make sure you guys call Scott and Nancy Gusso today at GSN Insurance. 3:20 left in the game. Bulldogs trying to move fast with it. Empty set again. Brooks dropping back, looking, far side, letting it fly. Oh, out of the reach of Andrew Gomez. Falls incomplete. At least it stops the clock for the Bulldogs on a second down from the Canton 32. 3:07 left in the game. Only 52 seconds clicked off so far for Madison on this drive. A few plays in, coming for play number 4 here. Empty set still. Brooks taking the snap, looking far side, trying for it again. Gomez, catch made, first down. A pair of Seahawks ran into each other and collided, fall down. Oh, Gomez trying to cut back inside. Ran into a couple of guys. Couldn't find the word I was searching for there. He cut back in. Some Seahawks had ran into each other, and things were just wide open for Andrew Gomez on the far side of the field, but he tried to cut back in and ran into some muddy waters. Minute elapsed so far for the Bulldogs. They've got less than 3 remaining, 2:45 left in the game. And we've got a timeout for the Seahawks. Seahawks will call a timeout in this one. They lead 30-14. There's 2:45 left in the game. They got to talk about it, and we'll see what happens when we come back on AM 1390, Dakota's Best.
People that I work with are family. We get more time with the patients to deliver that personalized care. I know that our patients are satisfied and happy with their outcomes.
And I've had more than one patient say to me, you know, I can really feel that you guys like being here and taking care of patients. And that's wonderful to hear, because that's the truth.
We give the best care in the world.
And just a better overall experience for the patient.
And that's why I chose to come work here at Sioux Falls Specialty Hospital.
Back with you here in the MDL broadcast booth as the Bulldogs are making their way back on to the field for the last 2:45 of this game at the Dan Beacon Track Complex. 30-14, they trail in this one to Canton. Canton 16 unanswered so far in the second half. Bulldogs got a jumbo set out there. It's a 1st and goal. Brooks going to take it. Snap. Pass to... Oh, trying to hit. Who was that? Andrew Gomez. Intercepted by the defense. It happened so fast we could hardly even see what happened. But the interception happened indeed. That's going to be a turnover on the drive where the Bulldogs were trying to mount their comeback, but halted by one thing that's been haunting Madison over the last few weeks, and that's been the interceptions. That makes the 9th interception in 4 games for the Bulldogs. Or 10 interceptions, actually. No, 11, because Hahn had one earlier, so we've had one from Hahn and Brooks in this game. Yep, 11 interceptions in the past 4 games. Whew. Handoff, far side, looks like Wallner maybe, can't really tell, to be honest, who had that handoff on the far side of the field. Actually, might be Grantham in there. Seahawks taking over well inside their own territory at their own 2. Now 2:15 left in this game. Canton on top by a pair of scores, 30-14. It's a 2nd and 8. They'll keep running the rock from deep in their own territory as they've done all night, just in better field position. Mulder, handoff. McCracken, far edge around the tackles. Wallner is back in the game for the Seahawks, so he is good enough to be getting some action again. And looks like we have a had a timeout for the Bulldogs there. Going to take a quick break. 1:54 left in this one. Each team with a pair of timeouts. Madison down by 2 scores right here on AM 1390, Dakota's Best.
There's no place for sportsmanship at any level in athletics or activities. For what we permit, we certainly promote. Let's all promote good sportsmanship at all of our activities throughout the school.
Let's be real. You make things. You grow things. Do things you love. And that's what we think. We're First Bank.
Back with you here in the MDL broadcast booth. Teams finishing up their conversations to make it back onto the field. 30-14 is your score right now with 1:54 left in the game. A 3rd and 6 for Canton. Deep inside their own territory after a Madison interception from quarterback Ben Brooks. Last drive was just 5 plays and 57 yards for Madison. That was their longest drive of the second half. Canton with Mulder under center. Handoff. McCracken right side around the tackles again. Got some room. Second level. First down. Seahawks. And again, McCracken comes through again with another first down. He has been crucial all night long, and especially in this second half. In the first half, he had 14 carries for 92 yards. We'll see what he ends up with at the end of this one. 1:35 left in the game. This one's all she wrote for the Madison Bulldogs. Nowhere near any time to make any kind of crazy things happen, to come back from behind for a 2-score or a 2-possession trail here. Mulder, handoff to Wallner, coming near side around the left tackle. Got some room, 30-yard line, breaking everybody's tackle until he meets Veenhoff. Takes him out of bounds, but a big-time run from Wallner. And a fresh set of downs again for Canton. Another GSN Insurance first down. Make sure you guys call Scott and Nancy Gusso at GSN Insurance. Ball all the way to the 44-yard line of the Seahawks. Fresh set of downs. Got 400-plus yards rushing in the game for the Seahawks in this one. That's right. You heard it here, ladies and gentlemen. Over 400 yards rushing in the game for the Seahawks. They had 233 yards in the first half. McCracken with 199 yards rushing, and after that carry to get a couple of yards, he's got 201 for the game, McCracken. Woo! That's a tough one to swallow. Under a minute left in this one. And this one is about all she wrote. Your Madison Bulldogs will fall to 0-6 for the first time since 2009. 40 seconds left in the game. Canton talking it over for one last play. 2nd down and 8. 33 seconds on the clock. Mulder taking a snap, taking a handoff, keeping it himself, getting taken down in the backfield. Looks like it might be Lincoln Anderson in on that. Yep, Lincoln Anderson in on the takedown for the final stop of this game. And that'll be the final play here in this one, ladies and gentlemen. Madison Bulldogs drop to 0-6 on the season, and the Canton Seahawks will improve to 4-2 on the year. 3-2-1, and there it is. Your final here at the Dan Beacom Track Complex. 30 by the Canton Seahawks. Madison Bulldogs, 14. Make sure you guys stick around for this Mustang Seeds post-game show where we're going to take a look at the final numbers in this one and talk to one of our coaches around this night out. Make sure you stick around for it. It's all happening right here on AM 1390, Dakota's Best.
you. Thank you.
Mom, I know which
Still got like 6 minutes.
Not going to do anything with activation fee, and I'll let you know each month how it's going to be. A couple of those are just one-time fees, and it's going to be, when December gets over with, it's going to be $45 a month. But it's coming off of paying for all three of those phones, so when things are all said and done, I don't think it's going to be probably a whole lot more. I'm sure it's going to be a little bit.
There you go.
But, can you borrow your chair? You know what the plan is?
There's your stats.
Back with you here in the MDL broadcast booth, guys. It's the end of this one here at the Dan Beacom Track Complex. A 30-14 loss for your Madison Bulldogs, but we are now in the Mustang Seeds postgame show. Welcome to the Mustang Seeds postgame show. It's brought to you by Mustang Seeds, a family-owned company with a reputation of excellent service and proven performance for over 50 years. We're the portion of the postgame show first where we take a look at some of the numbers to end this game. Firstly, we're going to take a look at our drive chart. We're going to mostly take a look at the final numbers with Coach McDermott here in just a bit. Let's take a look at these drive charts, though. Let's take a look at our opponent, the Canton Seahawks. Early on in this game, they couldn't figure out what to do with the Madison Bulldogs. A couple of 9-play drives, one for 61 yards, the other one for 36, both resulting in interceptions courtesy of Andrew Gomez. And you thought things were in hand, but they figured some things out and got the offense going. 8 plays, 95 yards. Their longest drive, or most lengthy yardage-wise of the game, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion made. Then they followed it up with another score, 5 plays, 67 yards and a touchdown. Missed that 2-point conversion, but then just a few plays and 12 yards to end the first half. Then coming out the second half, they were a little flat. 6 plays, 10 yards. Thought things were figured out maybe again for Madison, but come back. 12 plays, the longest drive of the night for Canton, 82 yards and a touchdown and 2-point conversion. They figured things out again. 6 plays, 44 yards and a touchdown. Scored another 2-point conversion, but he only scores in the second half and then finished 6 plays, 42 yards to the end of the game. I'm going to take a look at the Madison Bulldog drive chart as well. For them, they started off pretty hot. Just a few plays, 84 yards and a touchdown, a big-time play and catch from Shane Veenham to open up the scoring, and then 4 plays, just 9 yards, and a turnover on downs, an unfortunate situation in favorable field position. Then 5 plays, 15 yards, and a blocked punt that gave away crucial field position to the Seahawks. Then 5 plays, 68 yards, and another touchdown, rolling into the second half with some decent momentum. Then the second half, couldn't get a whole lot going. 3 plays, 5 yards for their first 3 and out of the game to punt it away, and then 6 plays, 35 yards for another punt. And then it began to slip. 3 plays, 7 yards for an interception, and 5 plays, 57 yards for another interception. And that's the story of this one through the drive chart. We're going to come back here in a bit and take a look at the final numbers here in a minute and have a conversation with Coach McDermott here in just a bit. Make sure you stick around for it. Still more Mustang Seeds post-game show to go right here on AM 1390, Dakota's Best. Back with you here in the MDL broadcast booth, guys. Thanks for joining us and remaining with us here in this Mustang Seeds postgame show. We're here with Coach Cooper McDermott. Coach, thank you for joining us here in the Mustang Seeds postgame show once again. Coach, a story of halves. First half, all close, a battle all night long, and then second half, things began to slip. What happened in the second half?
Second half, they made some adjustments, and they kept running the ball right down our throat. And we had a couple plays that we could have made, and we didn't make them. And they made a couple more plays than we did. We had a couple big runs out of nowhere, a couple big pass plays, and then we kind of just take a step back per se, and kind of just shoot ourselves in the foot a little bit. But I'm very happy with how we performed. I mean, the kids come out and they compete every day. I mean, it's tough. It gets long. They're battling bumps and bruises, and our quarterback kind of gets a bump at the end of the game, and he goes back out and he's playing his heart out. We got to commend the kids for that, and I'm very happy with how they played.
Definitely can't question the effort of these kids week in and week out. Just unfortunate results at the end of the game. It was definitely a thriller in the first half. Benefited from some penalties in the second half. You guys didn't have any in the second half yourself, but they gave you a lot that put you in position. What was the toughest part about not being able to come away with those good field position, times in opposing field position at their 30? Taking over the interceptions early where you couldn't really stretch that lead early on, and it was so close.
Yeah, football's a big battle of field position, and we got to figure out a way to just make positive yards when we get the ball in those kinds of situations. If we can get a first down, then the ball's rolling right there, And there's a couple times where we'd go 3 and out right after getting the ball in some decent position, and we just got to figure out a way that we can get some positive yardage on that first play. That way it sets up the rest of the drive.
Talk about the play of Andrew Gomez. Weirdly enough, seems like it's been a long time since he's had an interception. He started off so hot during the early part of the season with 4 picks and had a pair to start off the action with 2 tonight. Talk about his play throughout the course of the season and how vital he's been on both sides of the ball.
He's been very vital for us. He's a leader out there for us, and he makes plays when we need a play to be made. He has 2 picks, and they shut down the throw game completely. You got to commend the kid for that, and you got to commend Coach Johnson for putting him in the right position to make those plays. And everybody else in the defense to do their job in order for him to be able to make that play is big time for us. And the kid's, he can play a little bit,
Yeah, right. I'd almost give back one of those interceptions for them to keep trying that passing attack.
Yeah, exactly.
Because it definitely did it as soon as Gomez got those first couple of interceptions. They said, that man out there, he's too much of a problem for us tonight. They had a couple of guys that were a problem as well, Wallner and McCracken, the head of the snake out there, a combined 400 rushing yards. I mean, you can hang your head on it a little bit, but you shouldn't. But that's where all the offense came from this team. Their running team, we knew what they did coming in. They're predicated on this run game and the rushing attack. It's just, they kind of dominated in this one in the rushing attack. How do you keep your team, your defense from getting deflated from, the run defense being a struggle all season long, and you see these numbers if they ever look at it on paper, online, or whatever? How do you keep that out of their heads and say, hey, guys, we got next week to go. Last week was last week. Tonight was tonight. We got to move on.
Just like you said, last week was last week. I mean, this is football. Stuff's going to happen, You might go out there and throw for 400 one week, and then you're rushing for 400 the next week, just like it happened tonight, Give up a couple big plays, and that'll do it. We gave up a couple 20-plus yard runs, and those add on, throughout the game. But if we can just figure out how to keep our boys' energy positive and keep playing throughout the game, we'll find it,
And lastly, Coach, how do you hearken on some of your experience playing the game of football, coming in here fresh off playing at Dakota State University, having some unfortunate times coming your way with the way of injuries last year to your quarterbacks and what have you? How have you learned from the experience, last year and years before, you guys going through trials and tribulations and injuries and things like that and fighting through adversity? How do you translate that to these young guys?
I'm still trying to figure it out, to be truthful to you. It's been a weird process, but being able to use those life experiences that I've had playing football at Dakota State is an easy way for me to transition over to being a coach.